Gold Rush Season 10. Is Parker Schnebel working own claim or mining on Tony's land again? Gold Rush Season 10 is starting soon with the promise that Parker Schnebel is mining his own land for the first time. If this is true, why is he mining someone else's land in a new interview with The Times that was published over the weekend? At the end of Gold Rush Season 9, Parker gave Tony Beats his last commission gold. It was painful for Parker because he had to give Tony a boatload of money for his hard work. Every decision he made was based on a deal that he considered so bad. Most of all, he vowed that he would be mining his own land next season. That is what everyone believed. The Discovery advertisements for Gold Rush Season 10 declared that Parker was mining his own land. So, why does a recent London Times article state that Parker Schnebel is mining on Tony Beats' land? In the September 28, 2019 issue, writer William Leith writes, "He drives me across the site." The claim, which he is leasing from Tony Beats, a Dutch miner and landowner. Leith later shares that he is sitting around with Parker, who is enjoying a bottle of beer. William then tells the 25-year-old miner a story about his landlord Tony Beats. Tony compared himself with Parker Schnebel and said, "Young bull, old bull." Leith shared that Beats told a short, expletive-filled tale about wisdom and youth. Parker's snide remark was classic. "Did he tell you that he's the wise old bull?" William Leith never reported that Parker was mining on his own land. Is the Times article a Gold Rush spoiler? Maybe not. The Gold Rush Season 10 trailer has already let fans know that, somehow, many Beats did not file for a new water license, and the Beats crew is unable to mine land. The preview also shows Tony speaking to Parker that the only land he can mine on is the one with Parker's water license. Is this what will make Tony Beats Parker's landlord for yet another year? Fans of the Discovery show will have just another week to find out. Fans of the famed gold mining show, what do you think of this latest news? Do you think that Tony will be Parker's landlord again? Do you think Parker deserves a better deal, since he does still have a water license? Share your comments and be sure to come back to TV Show's Ace for the latest news. Gold Rush Season 10 is premiering on October 11 for a 2-hour episode. Georgia Macatello has several decades of writing experience, including travel writing, tech writing, art history analysis, and now entertainment writing. She loves to share the latest news on rom-coms and mysteries. Gold Rush Season 10. Is Parker Schnebel working his own claim or mining on Tony Beats' land again? The show, Gold Rush, has captured the hearts of viewers for over a decade with its dramatic portrayals of gold mining in the Alaskan wilderness. With each passing season, the stakes have gotten higher, the gold more elusive, and the personalities of the miners more complex. Season 10 of Gold Rush saw some surprising shifts in the storyline, particularly with the evolving relationship between Parker Schnebel and Tony Beats, two of the show's most iconic miners. In this season, fans were left wondering, is Parker working his own claim, or is he once again mining on Tony Beats' land? The evolution of Parker Schnebel's Johnny Parker Schnebel, who began his gold mining career at the young age of 16, has experienced an impressive journey from a rookie miner to one of the most successful operators in the Gold Rush universe. Over the years, Parker has built his own mining empire, expanding his operations and securing multiple lucrative claims. His rise to prominence has been fueled by his tenacity, work ethic, and a natural knack for finding gold. In earlier seasons, Parker's relationship with Tony Beats was one of mentorship, with Tony providing valuable lessons on the intricacies of large-scale mining. Tony, an experienced and tough miner, had no problem guiding Parker, while also giving him a taste of the high-stakes world of gold mining. However, this relationship wasn't without its challenges. There were tensions, particularly over the fact that Parker was operating on Tony's land. This arrangement, while financially beneficial to Parker, was not always straightforward and often came with its own set of complications. As Parker continued to refine his mining techniques and secure his own claims, he began to distance himself from Tony's operation. Parker's success came with its own set of pressures as he became responsible for more workers, more machinery, and of course, more gold. Season after season, Parker's ambitions seemed to grow, pushing him to explore new independent mining ventures, even as his rivalry with Tony Beats simmered under the surface. The challenges of claim ownership. Parker's desire to expand his mining empire was not just motivated by a thirst for personal success, but also by the challenges of dealing with the complexity of owning
This is one of his
and
toughest
managing
tests
yet, mining his own land, which has its own unique set of problems. While working on Tony's land might have been easier in some ways, since Tony had already worked the area, giving Parker a sense of where the gold might be, mining his own land requires a completely different skill set. For one, Parker had to rely on his ability to accurately assess the potential of his new claim. This involves taking into account factors such as the depth of the bedrock, the amount of gold left to be extracted, and the overall condition of the land. Unlike Tony's established claims, which had known quantities of gold, Parker's own claim presented both potential and risk. He could hit it big, or he could end up with a barren plot that would drain his resources. To make matters more complicated, Parker's team faced several logistical issues, including heavy equipment malfunctions, breakdowns, and the challenges of managing a large crew. This is something that Tony, with his own operation, had learned to navigate over the years. But for Parker, managing his own claim presented a whole new set of obstacles. In Season 10, Parker's ability to handle these challenges would be tested like never before, as he needed to prove that he could mine independently without relying on Tony's resources. The return to Tony Beats' land. Despite Parker's growing independence, many fans speculated that Parker would eventually return to Tony's land in search of more gold. Tony Beats' claims have consistently proven to be profitable, and it's no secret that Tony has a knack for finding rich veins of gold. Throughout the series, Tony's land has been depicted as a gold mine of sorts, literally and figuratively. As Parker sought new opportunities and dealt with the difficulties of his own claim, it seemed plausible that he might go back to Tony for support, especially given the challenges he faced in Season 10. However, Parker's determination to succeed on his own terms remained a driving force. In the earlier seasons, Parker had demonstrated a willingness to challenge authority and break free from traditional methods. He had already established a strong brand for himself as an independent miner, and it was clear that returning to Tony's operation might be seen as a step backward. But would he relent in the face of adversity? In Season 10, Parker's decision was a pivotal moment for both him and the show. The audience was kept on the edge of their seats as Parker navigated the hurdles of running a large-scale mining operation on his own claim. Fans could feel the tension between the desire to stand on his own 2 feet and the reality of the difficulties that come with it. As the season unfolded, it became clear that Parker was not willing to give up so easily on his claim, even if it meant facing more adversity. Parker's dilemma. Independence versus mentorship. One of the most compelling aspects of Parker's journey in Gold Rush Season 10 was the internal struggle between independence and the lessons he had learned from Tony Beats. Over the years, Parker had absorbed a wealth of knowledge from Tony, who had taught him everything from mining techniques to leadership strategies. However, Parker was no longer the same young man who needed Tony's mentorship. He had grown into a capable and resourceful miner, and his ambitions were no longer solely shaped by Tony's advice. Despite his growing autonomy, Parker continued to face moments of doubt. He would occasionally reach out for advice from Tony, even if only in a brief conversation. But these moments of vulnerability also underscored the difference in their relationship. Parker's self-confidence had grown, and his operations were beginning to rival Tony's in terms of scale. While the possibility of Parker returning to Tony's land for a collaboration was tantalizing, it was clear that Parker's desire for independence was becoming stronger. This tension between the two miners was one of the most engaging aspects of Gold Rush Season 10. Parker's success was no longer just about finding gold. It was about proving to himself and the world that he could carve out his own path. Season 10 was not only a test of his mining skills, but also a test of his ability to manage his growing empire without leaning on Tony's experience. What's next for Parker and Tony? Looking ahead, it's clear that Parker's relationship with Tony will continue to evolve. While Season 10 focused largely on Parker's quest to mine his own claim, it also highlighted the ongoing complexities of working within the confines of the Gold Rush world. As the show progresses, the stakes will only get higher, and Parker's role in the gold mining industry will continue to expand. Fans of the show will likely be eager to see whether Parker can truly step out from Tony's shadow, or whether the allure of Tony's gold-rich land will prove too tempting. As the rivalry between the two miners intensifies, it's uncertain whether Parker will continue to